What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We have Market Monday, of course. The video today, we're going to be going through what to do with training, because I know training has been a huge topic really today with kind of the nerfed rerolls. We're also going to be going through the content that's coming out later this week. We got a brand new program. We got some overall boosts, some Reduxes to talk about, but actually taking a look at the two new free agent cards that dropped today. They are in free agent rerolls today and tomorrow. We got Teron Armstead. Of course, he is a free agent, might be signing with the Miami Dolphins. A solid little card, but we already have what, two or three 99 overall left tackles, so that's not too big of a deal. But Khalil Mack, this is an awesome card, man. 93 speed, an upgrade from his Harvest course, traded to the Los Angeles Chargers. He's gonna have Chargers, Bears, and Raiders theme team for him. Great block shed, great power move, great finesse move. And then if you want to pick these guys up on the auction house, Teron Armstead going for about 280, Khalil Mack going for about 290, so not the most expensive for LTDs. Investment wise, we're not going to be touching them. Reroll LTDs just don't seem to do anything other than Randy Moss, but of course that was Randy Moss cornerback, and we know Randy. Kids love Randy, is what we'd like to say. But now moving on into the schedule, you see free agent LTDs, kind of batch number 3, probably going to be dropping on Wednesday. My predictions for that, it's going to be Amari Cooper and JC Jackson, kind of going with that theme of one player being a free agent, one player being traded, one offense, one defense. Amari Cooper kind of has a little bit of an investment. I think picking up his power up and his quarterly, both under 4.5K, is a very kind of low risk, high reward investment. It's 90 overall. Gridiron Guardian, one card is a little bit expensive, about 40K, which is like double what a 90 goes for on the block. JC Jackson, I'd say the only thing you want to really pick up, maybe the stocking stuff for under like 105 probably isn't too bad. But JC Jackson, Amari Cooper are my predictions, but of course they're going to be Robert Woods, Deshaun Watson, but those are the ones I'm going with. And then here's the schedule for the rest of the week. As you see, Madden Machines, I'll kind of play the animation. This is going to be the kind of big animation we get, probably dropping on Friday, of course. First thing that comes to mind when I think of Madden Machines, kind of as just a first thing is maybe a Calvin Johnson Megatron machine. That's kind of my first thought is, hey, and I said, man, a man can dream. Probably Calvin Johnson is not going to get a champion card in this kind of program. He's probably going to get an ultimate legend, but a man can dream, man. Calvin Johnson, of course, he's going for 150 right now. I mean, you could scoop him up, but he was going for 115 to 120 pretty much his entire past week. And now we're kind of hop into kind of some, not really investments, just some players that come to mind that I think are due for upgrades, more current players. It is going to have something to do with the name. Of course, Madden Machines, Backyard Ballers had something to do with the name, kind of like Backyard Ballers, out of position. Madden Machines, I know we could speculate maybe statistics, machines, I don't really know. Some players, though, kind of due for some upgrades. Of course, George Kittle, Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, some of these cards, and you try to pick these guys up closest to training value. I'm not really gonna, I don't think I'm gonna put out an investing guide unless you guys really want one. Jesse Bates can potentially get the free agent LTD, but of course Patty Mahomes, maybe Jalen Ramsey, Ryan Ramczyk. There's a whole lot of names. It's kind of like Backyard Ballers, how we talked about it, where we weren't investing in Backyard Ballers. Well, one, because the market was so expensive, and two, because we just had no clue what the promo was about. This is a little bit different because it seems to be like we're going to be getting probably current players, and the market is still very, very cheap. So I will say you can go and pick up some of these guys, try to get them closest to training value as possible. Nick Bosa, Cameron Hayward, Tyler Lockett, Lamar Jackson, maybe Chris Jones. There's just a whole, like, pretty much anyone I think that has a 89 to 94 rated card that doesn't have an upgrade past that overall could potentially get an upgrade. Maybe we get all 32, we get one kind of master, one champion per team. And again, price-wise for a lot of these players, always check my GG, but try to get closest to training value. Cam Hayward, for example, right? He's going for like 49K and 93 on the market. I think it's like 43, 44,000. So 49K is not a bad price for Cam Hayward. It's even your nominee snub, but that is going to be all kind of for the investing part of Madden Machine. Not really that much, just kind of throw it in there. But let's move on now to a little bit of the LTDs. So how have the LTDs fared over this past week? Of course, we didn't really invest in Sean Taylor unless you were able to pick him up for 1.3. He was around 1.5 every time I checked on the market. Unfortunately, at least on the Xbox side of the market, Austin Corbett, I picked most of mine up around 550 to 530. He's 630, 640. Of course, we're going to be patient with him, but I think he's like I think he's mid 700s on PlayStation. DeMarcus Lawrence has finally seen a little bit more rise. He was basically 600. I picked all mine up for under 590. He was 630, 635 all yesterday. He's finally getting up into the high 600s, low 700s, but be patient with these LTDs. It's been really hard for them to kind of just super rise just because of the volatility and the absolute, basically how active the market has been, pretty much with going like insane rerolls. Market goes way up, then it's straight going down, it's back up. KJ Wright, for example, after kind of the 2-week period, he finally has reached kind of 700K. Kadarius Toney, unfortunately, has been a little bit of an underwhelming investment, but be patient. I'm going to hold these guys for probably 2 weeks. Austin Corbett, DeMarcus Lawrence. I went like 750, 800 for Corbett, 800 for DeMarcus Lawrence. But of course, I'm going to be patient. Hopefully, we'll eventually get to those prices. Next up, let's talk about Reduxes for Lola, because we talked about it in the last Market Monday, but you should expect 97 overall LTD Reduxes to either drop this Friday or the following Friday. Reduxes tend to drop after an overall bump, and of course, we just got that this Saturday with Ultimate Legends. You can also expect LTDs to be 99 overall moving forward, just like the Ultimate Legend Sean Taylor. So 97 Reduxes, that'll be kind of LTDs, some NFL Honors cards. I think there's a bunch of playoff and Super Bowl LTDs that will get Redux. So if you have them, I wouldn't really say go ahead and just like panic sell them, because they don't really affect, like, Reduxes being released don't really affect the market that much, or the prices if they're an initial player that much. But guys like, I think Micah Parsons 1.1, maybe Jamar Chase 1.1, little bit too expensive. I think I can't see the Redux going for over $1 million, so maybe you want to get rid of those guys. But 97 Reduxes probably dropping this Friday or the following Friday. Okay, now you guys are, this is the title of this video is about: training market, what to do. I've invested, you've probably invested. What are we doing with our training? Well, first let's talk about what happened. Well, we got the 2 new LTDs in the free agent rerolls, and while the free agent rerolls on Thursday and Friday were probably the greatest rerolls we got this entire year, it was very simple. You just rolled, quick-selled, and pulled LTDs. The problem is they didn't really nerf the LTD pull rate, they didn't really nerf the 95 pull rate, they nerfed the 92 pull rate and buffed the 88 pull rate. So pretty much just made it to where you were really probably going 60-40 on 92s and 88s, 60% 88s, 40% 92s. Now it's more like, I think, 80-20, where you get 80% 88s, 20% 90, or yeah, 80% 88s, 20% 92s. It just makes the roll, puts more pressure on you to pull an LTD. Now my rolls actually were not that bad. Right? I pulled 2 Tron Armsteads, 2 Cleo Max, and I think 9 95s and about 500k worth of training rerolls. But of course, like me, you guys probably have too. I invested heavily into training. I actually probably had 5 mil training going into today, which is about 15 mil worth of coins in training. Now, let this be a lesson to you if you actually did do this. Never, and I say this, never quick sell your training investments before the actual reel comes out. Like, don't quick sell them and have training, because once you quick sell them for training, you're kind of stuck and you're forced into a reroll. Always just hold the cards in your binder, because, well, I kind of talked about it on stream late last night. I was going to wait and see how the odds were, how the market reacted, before I ended up quick selling 5 mil worth of training and re-rolling, okay? Luckily, I held my cards, and well, now I'm going to talk about what I am doing with my players. If you actually go to the market and kind of going through the overalls of what I originally paid for and what they're going for right now, 94s right now are going for about 85k. I was buying these guys for pretty much under 60k at training. 95 overalls are going for about 93, 94k. I was buying them at 85k training, or 85k and below, so that one wasn't that good. But now we're going to go to the 92, 93. So I would say 95s maybe hold off a little bit, but 94s have jumped from the mid 60s to low 60s to the mid 80s, which is really solid. 92 overalls were going for 30k, or I was buying them for 30k or under yesterday. They're lazy selling about 39.9k. And then 93 overalls, which I was buying at about 40k or 41k or under, they're lazy selling for about 51 or 52,000 coins. So the market has gone up. I know a lot of people have been panicking, like, oh, the market has gone up on my 95s. Well, 95s haven't, but don't worry, right? But the 92 to 94s, they have seen a insane spike. When we actually go to my auctions, what I've been doing today, I have been specifically selling off 94s, 93s, and 92s, because the profit is there for them. I mean, buying at 30k, selling at 40k, that's 6k a pop per card. That is really good profit. 94s buying for like 60 and 65k, selling for 83, 84k is amazing profit. Then I'm selling 95s here and there that are going for above trading. You see Jackie Slater, right? 108. I sold some Ghost Madden Pass. I think I sold a Sherman for 99k. I sold a Devin Hester for like 120. I haven't really looked that much into those, but you can see, and right now on my actual auction house, I have a bunch of 94s listed while I'm recording this video for 84,000 coins, because the profit for them is there. Of course, you can reroll, right? Rerolls, they aren't absolutely terrible. It's just like, I'm a risk-averse person. You guys know me. I don't like rerolls now. The rerolls this past Thursday and Friday were amazing, so of course I got involved, but I don't like rerolls really, because you're just kind of putting your luck in the hands of EA. But honestly, I probably shouldn't be selling my 93, 94s, because we take a look at like the training demand schedule, right? We got Monday, Tuesday, we're gonna have Toronto Armstead, Cleo Mac in rerolls, right? So training is not going to drop throughout these days, because people are still going to be re-rolling as well. We'll get the announcement of the 2 new free agent LTDs most likely Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday, we're also getting new veterans, so 2 new free agent LTDs on Wednesday and Thursday, with new veterans being put in the game on Wednesday. And then Friday and Saturday, we're probably gonna have Madden Machine rerolls. There is not a break in the training demand. Like, usually there's like, let's say we go rerolls like Friday, Saturday, right? And then, well, the next free agent rerolls will be like the following Friday. There's no break in the market, right? The training demand I think is just going to slowly rise, because who's really opening like just true packs? Who's opening pro fantasies? Really kind of during the middle of this week, maybe on Thursday, because there'll be 4 LTDs and packs, but it's like the trading market, I think, in my opinion, I probably should hold off on selling my 93, 94s. It's just going to slowly rise. The hype, like for the new hype, for the new players, right? Let's say we get Deshaun Watson and JC Jackson on Wednesday, right? The trading market at 95 is probably going to go from what, 93, 94 to probably like 97, 98. And then on Friday, when we get Madden Machine rerolls, if those are 99 LTDs, right? If those are 99 LTDs, hey, trading's probably going to up even a little bit more. We don't have an odds boost kind of on the horizon. We don't have anything to make the market go down. Like, what's going to make the market go down? There's going to be a trading demand. We also talk about demand. There's no trading demand on Saturday, right? And that's why the market crashed. There's going to be trading demand literally up until Saturday. There's no break in the trading demand, so you can confidently, I really think confidently hold pretty much all. I mean, you could sell, I would sell off 92, 93, 94s, but you can confidently hold 95s and expect them to be probably lazy selling for over 100K at some point this week, all right? But let that be a lesson. If you quick sold your trading, kind of forced into re-rolling, well, one, you're going to have multiple opportunities to roll. Maybe wait till Wednesday, wait till Friday to see if those odds are a little bit better. But let it be known, never quick sell your trading investments before the pack actually gets revealed into the game or released into the game. But that is all for this video. Hopefully you guys kind of understood where I'm coming from when it comes to trading investments. Unfortunately, kind of for our free agent investments, Khalil Mack kind of fluttered out, but Tron Armstead Redux went from like 180 to 450 at its peak. Of course, he's down to like 300K right now, but Khalil Mack kind of fluttered. It was just kind of because not as many people are opening rerolls as they were Thursday, Friday, as they are today. But that's all for this video. I'm gonna have a video out tomorrow detailing like how to pre-build Ultimate Legends each week, Force 98 overalls now. And then if you guys want, I'll drop kind of an investment guide for Madden Machines / kind of Easter promo, maybe today, or not today, but basically tomorrow or Wednesday. Let me know on that. Comment down below if you have any questions. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. And until next time, peace.